what is the percentage of our trade with Russia and then Ukraine? Impact being wheat in Africa, say countries are more engaged in trade with Ukraine and Russia. No, all countries, Ghana, your fraction are small. You get countries like South Africa, you get countries like Egypt, even Nigeria, and some other countries. Or more krana, or more share of trade with them. Massive, you know. They are not complaining. Now, yet we are just trying to create impressions that Ukraine-Russia war no impact on Ghana's economy. Since the estimation of Bawumia na Akufo-Addo, Ukraine-Russia war not affected Ghana more than even Ukraine. Do you know that? Because that is what they are seeking to tell us. So Ukraine war not affected Ghana even more than Ukraine. Always trying to blame everything on this thing. COVID-19, the same thing. My culture says COVID-19, Sika, because I have mentioned time and time, Sika, Yenya Okroma, Sika, no problem, Moji, no Moody BC.
Yeah, but the last one will show this.
Don't forget, World Bank, IMF, MI $1 billion in rapid credit facility, and what you owe another $1 billion in SDRs.
2 billion.
2 billion by World Bank for MIA $435 million. On by no catches $100 million. It took the World Bank country director and over to your so no amount 400. Yako Bank of Ghana see a 10 billion. We are 20 billion number. President Mahama stabilization for $250 million and a womb. Sikana buy African Development Bank MI over I don't know the amount. European bank been so my another money adding about Kruma. You set up COVID fund by month for your donation. You send the taxes amount for Babenyai. So in the face of all these things, the amount of revenues you back in during this COVID period. So COVID now my internal revenue So where lies all this justification? So COVID-19. In another realm, you have Bawumia in his lecture trying to flip in other countries. Oh, Ghana cried there, now, your debt to your GDP. Your debt to your GDP as a country now compared to that of the United States. Yeah, there is better because US is above 100. Now you begin to ask yourself, this guy, is he in touch with the reality? Are you comparing Ghana's economy to US? For Christ's sake, US economy is the largest economy in the world. The dynamics and what play out in the US economy is totally different from what happens here. The structure of the US economy is totally different. Or more debt, most of them are just securities issued by the Treasury Department and whole lot. Nobody on his right senses at any point in time will just look at the US economy and justify your economy because that is the largest economy in the world. Mekacho says, US no crowd, or now you offer one state, California as a state, or more Casa Crown, or most states, or a particular state, that particular economy is about 3 times larger than the whole Ghana. Because California, in terms of GDP, is the 5th largest economy in the world. As of 2020, now California as a state in the US, now the GDP as in UK. Wow. The only country in Europe and the GDP as in Germany. That is the ratings. I chose you can't revenue as for agriculture no more. Most of them, land in about 99 million acres, about 25 million into farmland or more agriculture. They are getting a lot of money. That particular place in the Silicon Valley, you have all the big technological firms like Meta, Alphabet, and so forth, and they are bringing them a lot of revenue. Hollywood, the movies that they do as of 2015, Sika added to the GDP, $49 billion. Two universities, University of California, Los Angeles, and University of California. These two universities annually they contribute about $120 billion to the way. So this is a country one state wants America. So which person on his right senses will just look at this particular country and say, US cry no here more debt to GDP over 100%, Ghana and 81 and because that was what Bawumia was seeking to project. What I say when a minor Samra Yanam 60 50 grand you call Hepic. They are not finding reasons to build a situation because always anytime we have a reason to justify, anytime we are to me I can't say oh may I say because of this you continue to drop. It's the reason why Africa poverty and so for endemic because you better not say accept responsibility say I am just because of this oh but you say oh me cry by phone I am fear The very moment I have cassette before the year or no, you've gotten something would they justify your failure and you will never move on in life. What I say? That is why I nipple what perception said before year no upper man 1,000 years only ye that. Because there is no motivation because after all before by me into the so weak people always justify their failure by citing God, by citing by phone way and I say for that is what we are doing. Justifying our failures because US quite more debt to GDP is saying. Knowing the US is the largest economy. Samra COVID-19 by look at the measures they brought in place. Vaccine is because of their investment in vaccines. They started it. Biotech and these companies and brought Pfizer and so forth is the reason why we are here. That is the investment they did. US citizens now no money the unemployment benefit. What did we do to our people? COVID-19 by then, we were taxing the people like we are crazy. Sika ya finance accounts where we are. Taxing the people, your friend someone account, you see an account. What kind of government is this? So you see, Bawumia, what he did, no, I think that I see something like he's just a comic enthusiast who at some point in time want to take the stage, just play to the amount for any budget because the guy is not serious. With all due respect to him, he occupies a very sensitive and a very strategic office, the office of the vice president. It's not easy to get there. So when you're given such a mandate, you must not joke with the power of the people, but he's just joking and toying with the power of the people because they know that the people are so gullible. Say, they will just swallow it. As a leader, are you taking responsibility for what is happening? That is what makes you. Sometimes you may take certain decisions. One, because people will see you as a villain, but you liberate your people. That is what makes you a leader. You take a decisive decision. But make us a bit just. I'm a Second World War, no course no. Countries were fighting all over. I told you, so now a fight between your friends saying the Axis powers and the your friends allied with nations, allied countries, no more. It got to a point in time, Germany gave up. And they realized, the way I'm losing, they can't win the fight. Japan for say, then there was this US president called Harris S. Truman. Satam na US fire first atomic bomb near Yari. The guy was greeted with a moral obligation as to whether I said use the atomic bomb to end the war or onja in Japan for onye. At that point, as an individual, as a president, taking the decision to use the atomic bomb, gain the notoriety, and then end the war. That is a tough decision that you make as a leader. So according to him, he was confronted with a whole lot of, he was in a moral dilemma as to what I said, Uncle Yusu Bombona, and I said, you go and read a book about your friend Harris S. Truman. He was in a moral dilemma as to what does it mean, and I said, Manusua, Japan for your margins here, they're ending the war. The world war is not ending. So what do? Then the guy took the decision against his moral, whatever. He took the bomb to your friends said Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He bombed the hell out of these two cities, and that ended the war. So in the eyes of the world, Harris Truman was a villain. What I say? Criminal bombing Pakuno. But that particular singular decision taken also ended the Second World War. Until date, apart from the proxy war, war at the global stage at that particular last scale, what will be that? The same decision that Rawlings took, or by and say, why coup after him will be a coup. That is what he said. And people who are now muyeku, people with tendencies to do kuno, he rounded all of them up and then they shot them. Rawlings will be seen as a villain in the eyes of the people. He took the trouble, but Besineku as you were gonna be man. What I say? So as a leader, sometimes you need to take a very tough decision just to buy freedom for your people. Some of these decisions, I'm not saying they were entirely right. I'm not justifying Truman, Ekoto bomb, and I am not justifying Rawlings, for like just rounded those guys up and then remove them just to make sure coup doesn't happen. There are two sides of the argument to whatever that you want to say. But the reality is, as a leader, at some point in time, you have to take some of these tough decisions just to bring your friends some kind of hope to your people so that they will see their way forward. But these are people who are not prepared to take responsibility. How can you blame people? The reckless spending that has gone on in this particular country in the last 5 years, Sika Abainashi, Krono yabo kroma say some of the decisions are buying take here to say decision when you say him yeah catch no montie reckless expenditure yeah kwan fa say you amamfo ka who don't even deserve to be paid all these things and na aboabo no and the economy na ba beduru ha say when Ken Oforiatta was on the air on a borrowing spree, borrowing recklessly, left, right, center. People were speaking wisdom to him. He never paid any of them. Now we are here, some of them to accept responsibility. Say reckless borrowing, and there is absolutely nothing to justify. Say, in the long term, anything is going to pay for anything. That is not there. And do say there no man ya beko tamale akachiro ekwan ya two pillars so that is what they justify scabrebe na yabo no nyina no you beka free researchers achiro na bisa sika say na wom makacho is less than 8 billion in the last 5 years and then planting for food and jobs a Greek minister no is like a comic character on them kromo the joke nkwa no joke you can't take him serious and then you go back to this guy your friends say factories no factories been a banya builder from the scratch. The level of employment you creating this and I'm making sure that you're important and as a all these things are critical questions bearing for answers and finance vice president Bejina Hono obetimi enumerating all these things and measures they are putting in place to ensure say production and in terms of agriculture and so for these are investment that we are making that in the long term next 2 or 3 years there is a way out we'll be able to come out of this particular economic quagmire. But did you see anything that is of value? We nipa when you're gullible. Now when you we've tilted towards this cheap and easy politics that they do. Ube de wa jimbe kwa kodi achira benya professors or free university but TV so abe discussing some huna Bawumia kwa tanasa kwa kekan. Are we serious as a country? I think we need to move to a paradigm where we have people who are strategic thinkers, people who are visionary. Even on the sidelines, if you are not in power, you propose alternative that is different from what government is proposing. I bet me and said there is a way out. But unfortunately, we live in a country where even the so-called professors and doctors, the majority, not all of them, because of the they're just fooling themselves all over on various platforms, speaking the same language politicians are speaking, justifying follies some politicians live in their wake. Just imagine a professor or a doctor sitting on TV justifying somebody's follies. How embarrassing it is. Just betraying all the things that you have learned, betraying your convictions, betraying your principles, and just justifying silly stuff on TV. I think we need to just make ourselves count that we are human beings of conviction. At some point in time, I can't just look at evil in the face of evil and say, hey, no. It doesn't matter. Maybe then say it doesn't matter which party is in power. What is evil is evil. What is right is right. Senator Donald Trump in the made an additional call UN General Assembly I say, if good nations just become silent in the face of evil, evil will triumph. So if you're a good person and you keep quiet, while evils unfold, if you get to a point, evil will triumph and everybody will just be taken away. That is the point we are getting to. Let us begin to invest in alternative ideas. Alternative ideas that will push policymakers to just have a change of mind and as you review your policies. We must not always kowtow or fall in line with or dear nipa can say, oh, this is the way we are going, and for that matter, we all fall head over heels and then follow suit. What is the alternative? In the US and other places, that is what they do. They have strategic thinkers. People are in the room. You don't even see them. Their job is to think. That is why I told you, say, Abraham the Second World War, no cause and a man for buffers, no. USA was silent because at that point the US wasn't the force to reckon with. But silence, almost a demo build a bomb. When they finish that bomb, I Harris through my ear and I just say, oh, koto bomb, no. That is when that particular bomb elevate US to a level by a world superpower. That is the point, because at that point, Russia or UK, when you are not more powerful, you realize, hey, go for atomic bomb, we do want to battle. And the guy has shown so battle because we are told our Hiroshima, we are told our Nagasaki. And we a mistake of battle. That particular thing propelled US to the world stage and they became the world superpower. So at that point, you know, what we build economically, what we build militarily, what build everything, even space, they were doing everything, and then they took over. Until date, they are just sitting at the top. What I say? So it's a strategic investment that you do. Silently, what are we doing? Say, Asna, you know, they do good political stage, they play comedy where they are one way that you.
Okay.
Because we are not investing in wisdom. What Tiana who give a damn about the name Nyansa.
Mate, Uber to my friend 0503 236 0503 236 The better ever say we be a new when I be bring home. Into which my friend Edward in Chaba 0503 236 I mean, kind messages be about our WhatsApp or say please you talk too much. We don't follow internet facts and talk. Tell us how we can get businesses to do and jobs to do. Kwabna from Kaswa. As I said, we do message by good morning, gentlemen. Gentlemen, I have been following your guest for quite some time now, and most often he speaks wisdom and authenticity of the matter confronting our nation. I said, okay, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Me too, ko asem so.
Hello.
Yete won kan yete o.
Ya na mo kan no but one thing we say. Yete le won mo. Yete le se obi. Nyama na o se no. Na you bet in the sense you bet we like I said you bet really but no one say you take advantage of it to build on it so that you bet well there's one kuma never know the year you don't build on it but we are destroying it.
Okay, yeah that's it. Yeah that's it. Yate. Kona Obimbra, Ofrepe, till 30 seconds. Now, I said this government is so useless. Even useless is too romantic for this good, for nothing government. Governance is not about long talk and grammar. From wisdom, Patrick. Sunday say message. I will say, good morning. I am Kokumi Gabi, watching you live from Temanu Town. Ivan is making sense by grow senior. Okay, thanks for your message, Gabi. Ibiuso Ewaha. I'll say hi, good morning. I am Felix Ankuma from Ewutu Bonchase. The guy in your studio is genius. He's very intelligent and do his critique wisely. We need people like him in the nation. If you continue to do MPP NDC, will collapse the country. Greetings to Madam Rose Dadzi at Breman Isiam. Thank you very much for your message. Mamin share Facebook and also messages are about, I'll say, facts clearly spelled out. From Frank Akwesi Boateng and Ima Adiza Waslina Adiza Samo on also saying love emojis. And as I said, also Sunday, and then someone will share Facebook and YouTube. So let me go back to the WhatsApp messages, and this is from Emmanuel. I'll say thank you, Ivan, for opening our eyes to reality on the grounds. Another message about I'll say John. I'll say my name is John and I'm from Dome. Thank you very much, Ivan. God bless you for your insight analysis. As for the judges there, the least said about them, the better. Clearly, it was shown yesterday that Kandape's comments really affected the judges. That is why we had 5-2 decision. I bet you, if Kandapa had not spoken about it, would have had the 7-0 as usual. Though it is 5-2, we still don't trust the judges. Things fall apart in the judiciary. And this is from Mercy from Sunyai. Thank you, Mercy, for sending us this message all the way from Sunyai. I am grateful for Active TV on your active my area. God bless you for doing such story. We pray that the government will listen to the people of Benassi and solve their problems for them. My name is Enoch and I am in Ofuase. And thank you, Enoch, for watching us from Ofuase. Ivan is too much. He is doing well, and government should rather listen to him than listening to their so-called experts in government. My name is Justice from Tema. Okay, message your buy now. I delete on the message. Okay, so I can see you are typing again. You can do that quickly before we end the show. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Pacha Fose for now, Fefi. Okay, I think it was me, engineer. So, okay. Good morning. My name is Samuel. Thanks for bringing Ivan. As usual, I always listen to Ivan before I go to work on Thursdays, and today's submission is very superb. Let me pick the last message here, and it says, gradually, we are getting there. Every citizen in this country will be well informed, and our leaders will not take us for granted anymore. And this is from Samson inside Kotobabi. Thank you, Samson, for your message. Ivan, your last words to Ghanaians.
Yes, I think that our motivation for doing what we do, and yes, obi radios and my motivation is that we get to a point where high levels of gullibility our system, especially choking the youth, obia betimi overcome do level where people become rational in their thought and they'll be able to make conscious political choices. At the end of the day, put obi future in jeopardy, because over the years the kind of politics that we've been doing, trust me, a lot of people don't have reasonable basis. Some follow party for a whole lot of unholy reasons. No reasonable basis. In the Abasana, people will always capitalize on these things. Then they will just do what they do. People play leaders and stuff. But if you get to a point where majority of the people are rational, people vote based on issues, not because of those trivial considerations like now we begin to hold individuals accountable, vote for people based on the kind of nema or what to offer, what the person is bringing to the table. Now that point we will get solution. But until that, I'm not here to tell you vote for this or vote for that, just to provide you with the necessary information that will help you to make informed decision for yourself. One kasa winya information, you are more reasonable, you know your left from your right, you know who to vote for. You understand? I think that is what we are trying to do, and thank God, baby, away. The advances, the information that are coming, Makasa, this time alone, was some form of enlightenment. Because of social media and advances, people are really getting enlightened. A time will come, people begin to question, because over the rate at which you do not take over the political landscape and on various media platforms, social media, doing whole lot of advocacies, asking the relevant and the critical questions that otherwise in the past no be a missa. I will be size who more than as a foreign. Now, because of politics, it is about elevating a discourse, intellectual discourse, and anybody award that particular mind at that level can get involved. What I said, 18 years over to aba means that you are rational, you exercise a positive discretion. A discretion and one kasa and our you have to vote based on issues. That is the point we are getting to. I am quite say those trivia and tribal your friends saying casting a man for playing and as a one and on incentivize and motivate the kind of politics that we do. Because when me a president now talk about me who's a winning answer, I won't do anything. You understand? Me MP now talk about me who's a uncle for talk about me winning answer. You just play on their minds, keke. You have a banner, ya but other places you can't do that. The very moment you go that particular line, you are telling the people say they are fools. Is the reason why I want Kenya election town number 2. So if you are reasonable and obi be you vote against that person because what did you attempt? What I say, that is when we are able to elevate our thought beyond the frontiers of this cheap politics. Elevate your thought beyond this cheap. Your friend is saying. A tribal kind of way, say now you begin to interrogate and ask the right questions. Trust me, we are going to put right people at the right position. Or maybe my value for what we do. But until that, sometimes you see some of the appointment that they do because nipa one na mo nyansa be na woni tima yednam akoto position ya no, and in the 4 years you will not see anything. Ya nkra no wunyina wadwene se panyini bia nim nyansa because by the time kwan fa so mo bring it up no uhu panyina you hold them in high esteem and but ya benyina beduru abia hu says enya sa na tie. That is the reason why when we are putting people at various positions now, we need to question and look at the value in the individual, what the person is bringing on board. And yes, we may end up feeling sensitive position with idiots and fools, and we will not get any value. That is what we are seeking to avoid. And the only way we can avoid put check on power wielders to ensure say they give us value. And they say, yeah, you better elevate here. Who say, so they will do the right thing. But I won't say we are idiots. Maybe I will do. Yeah, maybe I will do. What a punch you crab over when there is no motivation sent by all kind because I know what I say. Let us use our power rationally because it's the collective mind of this particular power. No, you should wisely and never me any value. And yes, we will continue and scream and talk and talk and talk. Nothing will come out of it. But we are rather talking just to create awareness. The need for people to become politically rational, people to do away with this emotional politics. In politics, there is nothing like emotions in politics. It is about being reasonable. It is about being conscious. It is about being aware of your immediate environment and what has to be done for today and for the future to prevail. That is all it matters. And no, at some point in time, the party, you just break away with them because it's an ideological kind of way we follow. And the Udu Ebina say, I never more a break with principles, with values, or motivations. You die away because it's the reason why in the US will be a registered GOP, Republican Party, or about this particular way in some way, they will go and vote for another person. That is what makes it. Ever since you are exercising that particular power rationally, and never value about the politician about him say but if we keep incentivizing and motivating them, people are fooling at the political stage. Politicians are yet to about investing much in them. They've turned themselves into comic enthusiasts who take the stage and play a whole lot of follies. We sit here and we praise them, go on social media. What kind of crowd trying to enlighten somebody? Nobody to be trying to then I say for what I say. By the time they say we have a place to go, that place in this level, Ghana and Libya will be at the same parlor. You bet me a question, you bet me a critique because I say democracy was never for fools. Society be winning answer be on just more aspiring to democracy they will fail. Democracy in the modern is for enlightened people. Say we are arming you with power and that power and you use it wisely to judge people. And for you to judge people wisely, you need to be reasonable. So that is why Africa we are suffering because majority of our people are not reasonable and we say we are practicing democracy. It will not work. Democracy is not for fools, it's for the enlightened. So not enlightened say what school. Enlightened say we elevate your mind, to just a level good is good, wrong is wrong. If you elevate it to that level, you'll be able to question power, and that's what we need to do.
Thank you very much. Yebeda Ivan Kyei, innocent say Obeka Yensa, Sena Yende Biano, Thursday Bia or ha active. Na yene na train komo afa Ghana who a friend of time with Ivan, enumerate so about 8 o'clock. You be repeat say segments we enumerate our active TV so to more say over share before you did media baby. My main kind messages ni bi na abano. I say My name is Felix from Oyarifa. The guy is too much. And I'm Evans from Pokwase Mayira. Fantastic program. Stay active and see beyond. Thank you very much for your messages. Before I mess up, a very, 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 very happy birthday to Isaac Asante, aka Vonguela. aka Vonguela, our Wisconsin International University College. We is from Bachelor of Arts Communication students, level 200. Wisconsin University, we show a very happy day. Empire born in Senya Coupon in Shroud on your case. Now, Uncle Swa MBA, a quine, Acacia, Emma, and Ebra Udi, birthday, class rep Bakope, class rep Mu V8, class rep Mu Bawumia, class rep Mu Adungu. Like I say, class rep know you too much. You will show a very, very happy birthday. I don't know if you can.
Yes, I think now I'm for social media platform. If you want us to have engagement, there is Ivan Kyei Innocent one on Facebook. I think and other platform Twitter, I think we can engage on various platforms. Local follow, we can have
social media, Twitter, Facebook, Ivan
YouTube,
YouTube, Ivan Kyei Innocent one. We'll be spending actually in common. And again, a very happy birthday to Isaac Asante, aka Vonguela. Aha, and I'm Rebbe Mayan Kwanya di Jumedieno, AC, Meda production team, Nina say, Too Sweet, Isaac White, Chechebo, Johnson, Steven, and it will be Biara, Oboa, Jumedieno, Ebaso, and want to say a very big thank you to our executive producer, Apostle General, say Otaichi, Emma Yedi Jumedieno, Bremeda Fabia Clement, and Johnson, as some Meka home, Emma Yedi Jumedieno. Yamia Doma, Ochanso, Yebesin Kunya, na Ochna de a year Embana, and a Ebetrase, na or much train como Afa Ghana, and in Sema, Air Kosovo Ghana. It's Bomodian Sochna, and past 6:30 a.m. say Ndibiano, or Betrase, Koswa Eshe. Active TV na jumedi bebre wo ha ye be wama me bon kan say active media any active brain consultancy services offer 6 months training in any related course in any media related course graphic designing, video editing, newspaper reporting, broadcast journalism, program hosting, camera handling, and na open so makeup on so offer 6 months training for you in ahaya kai say training 80 to 90% practical based training practical kwa na oba beye bebre na eco media schools bebre na umunya baby enye attachment okonso no oba attachment nso a che say ubu se school no kwa nkra enye che say ya nche onim nothing but I say wako school ba ha no ba ye chow ubehu production say ekoso na ye chow say so we mu fa we mu ye the way see ye the way to her ni na ye chow ye training on the job 6 months pay forms front desk active tv ye wo ga odumase junction amomole community ho na ye wo udu ga odumase junction aka so we share active tv a obia akrakete cry a won no obeche ha na wa be file forms no 100 Ghana cedis obinya be file forms ne pe hye bia wo ho bia no ye be ma waso ate se open emunchemu so abetuma frɛ 0244411814 0244411814 and answer 0267732508 0267732508 wo hwɛ screen so a number no ewo ho bomodi ase obe peke number no na wa frɛ no abesua nyama yi nyina ewo active tv ha na ye be one certificate ye say wo sam be so sam be attachments ene bibia ewo ha aha ene de dwumedie no ebesi within the agent Watson aje nyama ya doma ochran so Fabia ene nemba no ebesi nkonya koso hwe active stay active and see beyond.
Akwa eba Kratos eba clinic mini Dr. Penia meda clinic ya no medin ene T Dr. Samuel Santientry me alliances doctor clinic inso alliances clinic abama yetumi say yetumi eye adwuma yare bebrebe eho adwuma ene ye ewa ha baby a wo bia fa hye wotiri mu say yehwe apenfo gi apenfo awo asomdwuma yenye operation dompa abu eno nso ye ho adwuma pa yen ene afi 2021 aban ebo ya baso ana yenya abaso bode ye say ye obi a yebo modern ewo stroke ayarehwe mu pa eno achi no yare a ebi te say sexual weakness, prostate disorders and prostate problems and as infertility your pulse your yare ahodo bebre a ebrinti yentumi nka nkyerɛ obetumi age number eno afre doctor ewo 0247 77 1981 and 0261 425985 hwe clinic actually kwan ewo pokuase afiaman ye ben presby transformer ye yadwuma free adwoda ekosi memenda anopa